Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Peteman Reviews. Today we have the thrilling 30s Transformer Bumblebee. As you can see, Bumblebee is based more on his movie version and Transformers Prime version than he was on the original G1 edition. That said, it is still recognisable as Bumblebee, and this particular version does make Bumblebee look considerably more badass really than the original G1 version did. Perhaps that takes something away from Bumblebee. Bumblebee was after all always meant to be more relatable to humans, smaller, more of a scout. This guy arguably is not, but it's a good Transformer, so we'll go through the review for it as normal. So with car mode, Bumblebee is the addition of being able to add on his weapons onto the side so that he is armed in car mode. You can take these off. Just put it more back into the car mode. As you can see, it does mean you have a hole there where the weapon goes. Otherwise, it's a very good representation. It looks very detailed in there, and while it doesn't have seats inside, it kind of gives the impression that it does with the way the internal layout goes. It rolls great, and to say it's quite a big vehicle, which shows just how far Transformers has come from the originals. This is a good car, and it's actually a good robot as well. So we'll just put the guns to one side and we'll transform him into robot mode. One thing with Bumblebee, there's a lot of fake parts for him, or faux parts as you say when he transforms. So that's the bonnet of the car, which you would imagine would flip down to make his chest. Well, it doesn't, because as you can see underneath, there is already a chest plate here as well. So there's quite a few instances of this, and I guess it's all to help with the transformation, so we'll come on to those as we found them. So to begin with, what you need to do is just unplug these at the back a little bit, as you can see, because they hook in there and that just makes that a bit easier to move. Now, you then just need to do it's a bit fiddly, some of this transformation, so we've just made sure that these all disconnect here. The legs do flip round and down, so we'll do that now. Get those out of the way. Now, straight away, as we put the feet out, I say straight away, first we need to put the feet out. Here's some more examples of faux parts. These are apparently the rear lights which produce the feet, but actually these are the rear lights here. So it's actually already, when I say faux parts, it's already made the transformation a bit easier, and it's slightly odd because these knees here, these lights do still form his knees, even though you've got what would have been the lights there as well, so it's a slightly odd bit that. Anyway, I digress. So the top part of him, these all form the arms, so what you just need to do is just work them gently loose. It's virtually invisible, another good example of how good the transformation is, but it is just there. It's just underneath the black part there. It's a virtually invisible seam. It's very good. This flips down at the back, so this is similar to a number of old style Transformers where the bonnet came up or the windscreen came up. It's exactly the same here. Arms go down, and then this all goes in here, and the head pops out. As you can see, what this produces here is the clear effect that this is meant to be that, but it's not. It's done quite well, it has to be said. It does look quite convincing, and again it makes the transformation that much more easier. So what you now have is these lights come out like that, so you've got the lights effectively becoming the shoulders, I guess, which further completes the illusion that this is the bonnet and everything's just folded down, and the doors do just come out. Again, this very strongly emulates the Prime version of Bumblebee and also the movie version. Okay, so that's the robot mode done. The guns do combine together into a single weapon. So what you just do with that is you literally just move those out and then it just slots together. So you've got a little slot there and then corresponding on that side, and they just hook together. So you can have it like that, or you can put the top one down like that, however you want it to hold it, and then Bumblebee will happily hold it in either hand. Okay, so there we are, that is 330's Bumblebee. In terms of movement and articulation, it's fairly standard for these kind of new toys now, with excellent movement on the arm. excellent movement of the leg. What's also handy is because he's got quite a large foot here. It's quite a stable base, and it does have some movement of itself, which means you can put him into more easier poses. There is a waist as well, so it does swivel round too. Even the head does have some limited movement in that it can look in different ways. And just on the head, as you can see, it is far more closely based on, obviously it's an updated G1 version, but it is still recognisable as Bumblebee. There are, as you can see, it does has the effect of glowing eyes through the clear part behind the head, but it is a recognisable version of Bumblebee. Obviously he's considerably taller than the original G1 Bumblebee, and considerably bulkier as well. Maybe I'll just do a little bit of a zoom in there. So one could argue, as good as it is it Bumblebee? Well, yes it is, if you accept that Bumblebee has now changed. While he's still a scout, while he's still friendly with humans, he's considerably bigger than he was before, and considerably tougher than he was before. Size-wise, he's actually taller, or at least ever so slightly taller than 330's Scoop, the double target master. And because of the way his doors work here, it actually makes Bumblebee look bigger than Scoop. He's taller than Spinster was. Again, the double target master released from in the G1 days as well, which means that as decent as Spinster is, although Spinster is reasonably simple in his construction, Bumblebee is somewhat more impressive now. He's even considerably taller than Smokescreen and Prowl et al. From the original release as well, and this is where you kind of go, oh, he's not really a G1 character anymore, is he? Well, he is, but he's taller than all the originals, so he's no longer a mini-bot. He's now a formidable force in his own right, and a lot of people still like that because, you know, he is capable of looking after himself, but he is still a scout. You know, they've kept personality the same if they've updated and enlarged the robot somewhat. In terms of a toy, ignoring who he is and how he is, it's a great toy. It looks good in car mode, it looks good in robot mode. The transformation is a little bit tricky, particularly going back to car, because everything has to slot in place, and while it will slot in place, it's not the most simplest of things to do. That said, it does work. It's tricky, but it's not difficult. You can work it out without many instructions and things. It's just trying to make sure that everything slots into place. Great posability. I like the weapon as well. It's a different kind of gun, but it looks good as well. Definitely worth picking up. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please leave any comments below, click on the other links and subscribe and watch some more videos. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.